The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Callahan throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 30.
Red on red. Hey, kill.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Silver.
Lawrence will throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
The Jaguars at 6-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. A give running right, ETN down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he'll go down at the 28. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Hey, run!
Here's Lawrence to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Marcus May with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8.
Back to throw. Callahan.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better this season.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here we go. Hey, Jupiter. Silver.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
24.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Hey. Take right open.
Here's Lawrence.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end.
Now Lawrence.
This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Brian Thomas
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Callahan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
We'll get that to Charbonnet.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Julian Love picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Callahan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Callahan. This complete to Lockett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On red. All right, here we go. Done. Eleven.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And Thomas has it.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now.
Easy. Ralph. Take right open. Silver.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown,
Jaguars. Brian Thomas with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Jaguars 14. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
the Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, kill.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Kill. Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence.
He's got Thomas yet again complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
30 left. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Red on red.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they'll run it here. And, oh, a little spin cycle, room to run now. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He'll drop this one off with Etienne. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll leave them with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third and short to give it a tight end. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, I'm gun. Sink right. Red.
Lawrence will throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he's got this down to the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to the ground with ETN. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 5. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with ETN.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A short throw to Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And shoves him off at the 20.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, easy. Route. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. That is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And he will bring it back to the 40-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And Walker has it. Finding space at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Operating from the gun, Callahan. He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Callahan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Right, let's go. 11. Take right open.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run with ETN. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
And they take a knee.
Next to 24. Silver.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Hey, hey, hey.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Red on red. Silver.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
A 55-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that.
Hey,
just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
right, let's go.